my top 5 messed up movies. Now, what I mean by messed up movies is that movies that have left you feeling like depressed, like sick, you know, like man, I could have really done without watching that. They're not bad movies. They're just movies that like mess you up, you know, in the head. So yeah, I mean, just movies that you're like, cannot believe. I just wish that wouldn't happen to me, you know. So movies like that. So like always, I have an honorable mention. So here they are. First one is Dancer in the Dark with Bjork. Bjork stars in that one. The next one is The Strangers. That was a messed up movie. Seven with Brad Pitt. Match Point with Scarlett Johansson. And Matchstick Men. Those are my honorable mention. Those are the ones that obviously didn't make the top 5, but you know, great movies and messed up movies, in my opinion. Anyway, so on to number 5. My number 5 messed up movie is House of a Thousand Corpses. When I first saw this movie, I mean, I had trouble sleeping for a couple weeks because it just messed me up. I never seen, you know, I was into scary movies, but I've never seen a horror movie, you know, that jacked up. I think the messed up part to me was like when they cut off the faces and, you know, they wore them, the killers wore the faces of their victims. That was the first time I've ever seen something like that. That just messed me up. So, House of a Thousand Corpses, number 5. Number 4, I did a review on this one. I think it was my first review of this channel, but The Girl Next Door. It's about a girl who is raped, tortured in a basement of her aunt's, I believe, and just a real sad, messed up movie. It was based on a true story. It just messed me up, man. I couldn't even believe what I was watching. It wasn't entirely, well, it wasn't. There was Girl Next Door and An American Crime with Ellen Page, and I did well, I was supposed to do a review on that, but I didn't. But those two movies were based on the same case, and but The Girl Next Door was much more graphic, much more intense, and so yeah. Anyway, my third movie, Eden Lake. Eden Lake is about a couple who, you know, go camping and are terrorized by these kids, teenage kids, and it turns deadly. And I think any movie really with teenage kids causing havoc gets on my nerves. All right, I don't know what it is, because I just can't, like Lord of the Flies. I can't think of some other movies, but Lord of the Flies for one thing. Kids causing havoc just greatly get on my nerves. So maybe it's because I'm a teacher. I don't know, but just crazy. But that was a messed up movie in my opinion. Number 2, Mystic River. Talk about a sad, depressing movie, man. Mystic River. Jeez, I haven't seen that movie in a while. I own it, but Mystic River was about, it starred Tim Robbins, Sean Penn, Kevin Bacon, I believe, and it was about a girl is killed, and you know, the police is trying to figure out, you know, what was going on there, and there was also another person killed. I don't know. It was a story about the community and how the families, certain couple families around in this community dealt with the killings, and it was just, the ending was just what messed me up, man. It was just a sad ending, and I was like, it hurt my heart. So yeah, Mystic River, number 2. Number 1, my number 1 all-time messed up movie that I've seen so far is a movie called Funny Games. Funny Games is a remake. I'm not sure. I mean, I heard it was exact. It was the remake was exactly like the original, like word for word, frame by frame, whatever. But this movie was about two. I wouldn't call them teenagers. Maybe they were teenagers, but two young guys who terrorize in this family, and just for no apparent reason. And it's like a serial. They were like serial killers, but they play these games with this family, and it was just it was just messed up, man. It was just I just couldn't believe, what I was watching. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so messed up, man. And yeah, so that was my number 1 all-time messed up movie that I've seen, is Funny Games. So guys, check those movies out. I know there was a lot of you guys out there who are horror fanatics, and you've probably seen all of those movies that I've named, but not all of them are horror movies. But anyway, check them out. Comment. Until next time, guys.